welcome back to another vlog. I'm just gonna talk while I clean up my room. It is what I do every morning, or at least when I get out of bed, and I figured let's multitask. What update do I have? Yes, I have an update actually. I finished Before the Coffee Gets Cold last night, like kind of late in the evening. So, I mean, I finished it. Finally, first book of the month, halfway through the month, I finished the book. Like I said, this is the weekend that I have like no work. So I'm gonna spend today reading. Yeah, we'll see how far I get into something else. I haven't decided what yet. Back on track. Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Okay, you can see me like barely. Give me a second. Let's adjust for. Okay, so Before the Coffee Gets Cold, I gave it 2 stars. I mentioned it in the last vlog, which I will link up that way. Basically, something about the way the writing is, and I think it's just a translation situation, but something about the writing it didn't click with me. I really struggled with the omniscient narration style to just follow along with who was talking, like who they were focusing on. So I feel like it jumped from person to person really quickly. I did not like that. I was really struggling to figure out like who was talking when, because it would jump from like one character to another very quickly, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm in a new person's head. Okay, let's figure out what their intentions are. And then also it like jumped from being in like present times to like flashbacks or physically going to the past very randomly. Like there was no clear transition to be like, oh, now we're in the past. It would just be like talking, flashback, oh, we're in the past. And yeah, so I struggled to follow along with the story, and I just didn't really connect with any of the characters. I'm a very character-based reader, as we've figured this out at this point. The stories kind of were all like, meh. None of them really hit me close to home. I know this book makes a lot of people cry, but I kind of just felt very meh at the end. Basically, that's where I'm at with that. I felt very about it, but I'm glad to finish the book. And it was a tea time reads book, so, you know, something I can discuss with people further. That's that. What else? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of late in the afternoon already. I kind of just spent a couple hours in bed scrolling through TikTok because I don't have any work, so I was like, let me just take a nice lazy day and not rush myself. So I've been doing that. Now I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm gonna go to the pantry, make coffee, and I'll read. You might just see me next time while I'm reading. Okay, and before I forget, if you are new to my channel, my name is Ash, and you are watching Smokedshelves. Yeah, hello book besties. I totally just didn't introduce myself, but that's who I am. Welcome to another vlog, and I hope you stick around. I'll have to go make my coffee now. Bye. Hello. Okay, so it is currently November 15th, 16th. I've been doing a terrible job at vlogging. It has just been an uneventful weekend, mostly just relaxing and watching YouTube and doing nothing. I didn't go out on Sunday like I was planning on doing, but I am doing what I was planning on doing Sunday today. What I do have for you is a reading update. I've started and pretty much almost finished It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I've got a poll on my Instagram story. I will listen to an audiobook as I'm getting ready for school in the morning, and then if I'm not meeting a specific person on the bus, I will listen to the audiobook on the bus. And so I started it yesterday. It's just quick. I got through it pretty quick. I think it's like a 9-hour, 10-hour audiobook, and I'm almost done. I have an hour left. And so I got really into it. I was listening to it last night when I was doing some stuff and kind of just didn't stop listening to it. But I have 10% left, I think, at this point, and I'll probably check in with a finished update tonight, honestly, if not tomorrow. But it's good. I can definitely see why there's hype around it. It's got some good smut. I'll give it that. It does have some good smut. So I'm not really complaining, but also I kind of am, because I don't know where I saw this, but someone pointed out how the way they describe each other is very like, it's very gendered. Tessa Bailey uses a lot of like, oh, his manliness because of insert, or her feminine insert, and it's throwing me off just a little bit. I'm like, sure, once, twice. She mentions it pretty frequently, pretty much every sex scene, and there's been a few. Every time you want to mention, I am not being a coherent person right now, but I want to see if I can find a couple of reviews that mention this, because I know someone else has mentioned this. Someone has definitely mentioned that they were annoyed by this, and I get it. It's pretty constant. It's a little icky, honestly. It's very stereotyped, I guess. I haven't seen Schitt's Creek, but honestly, now I might see Schitt's Creek. I'm really close to being done, so it's probably gonna be like 4-star. It's a good romance. It's cute, fluffy. Me actually reading, who am I? Who am I? And then I have the other option of my Instagram poll from before was XX, and so I think I will probably start that for the rest of my queue this week. That might roll into next week, but we'll see. It just feels good to be reading again. Even if it's audiobooks, I'll take it. I just couldn't listen to audiobooks for like 2 weeks because I ran out of data. And I should have just downloaded it, but I was being lazy about it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I've got to get some work done before I go. So maybe I'll see you later. Bye. Hello, I have another check-in for you, and basically it's just that I have finished It Happened One Summer. We're really surprised. I had like 10% left of the book, like I said, so did not take me that long. It was half an hour on audio because I listened 2 times speed. I ended up giving the book 3 stars, and that's mostly just because of what I said earlier about the gendered language. I honestly would have been a 4-star because it was a fun romance. It was a good romance, not a favorite, but it ended up being 3 stars. Like, I dropped an extra star down just because of that, because it really took me out of the book and I was just not really enjoying that. I wrote a Goodreads review giving a couple examples of when that was used. I literally pulled them from the epilogue because I wrote it fresh after finishing the audiobook, mostly because I won't remember the type of stuff. Was writing it down. I used to write down my like thoughts as I was reading books, and now I just stopped doing that. And I should really get back to doing that. That's pretty much all I've got. That's pretty much all I've got. So tomorrow I'll probably start on the X-Hex. I have an audiobook downloaded for that too, so I'll probably start listening to that in the mornings. Who am I actually reading? But none of the reading's that good. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. It happens. Just the fact that I'm not reading well is making me not want to pick up any of the books that I want to pick up. Because now I'm worried, like, am I in a slump? Like, is it me feeling slumpy? Is it just I'm not enjoying the books I'm picking up? I just happen to be picking up books that I'm not actually going to enjoy, because we're like 3 or 4 books in a row, not so good. But we're gonna hope that's not the case. I don't know when the next time I'll check in with y'all is, but at least you know that I am reading a little bit. That's all I got. I'll throw in some sort of B-roll of stuff or something. Who knows? Okay, hello. So it is the 20th and I have a reading update for you. Somehow I flew through the X-Hex. Like, I think I mentioned it in the last check-in, but I'm done with that now. It was a quick audiobook. I think it was 7 hours, which is really short. Like, really short for an audiobook, I feel like. I didn't even realize it when I started it. But yeah, it was really short. I finished it last night. I was just having a night chilling on my phone because I knew today was gonna be a really long, hectic day. I probably already put a clip in of just me coding. That's been my entire day. Honestly, it was one of my better situations with this program that I've had, where I actually left it feeling kind of confident, because we learned, if you are not familiar with R, there's basically a lot of different components to it, and we had just learned R Markdown. I was using that to do an assignment, and it was basically my first time using it, besides when we learned it, which wasn't really doing much. It is not that hard to use, and I really liked it. And it took all day. I mean, I was in the library for 8 hours today with my classmates. Enough about that. I'm sure my content about me talking about my math classes is riveting content. All in all, long day, but successful day. I finished the assignment. I haven't submitted it yet, but I will review it tomorrow morning and submit it, but yeah. So I flew through the X-Hex. It was such a short audiobook. I spent last night listening to it just because I was sitting on my phone having fun. I took the night off. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed that. Such a fun read. It was so quick. Beyond the audiobook being quick, it just was so well paced while being quick, if that makes sense. It was addictive in a way. So I really had fun listening to that. It wasn't a new favorite, so it wasn't really 5 stars, and there was 1 Harry Potter reference. Unfortunate, but I did really enjoy it. It was overall good, fun fall book. The vibes were chef's kiss. And now I don't know what I'm going to listen to next. I'm thinking I might do Rise to the Sun by Leah Johnson. It's the same author of You Should See Me to Crown. I'm just blanking on the author's name right now. I'm thinking maybe that one, but also I'm thinking I might just go for another romance. I'm not going to start another audiobook yet. I will start it basically Monday, and I'm going to put up another poll for my Instagram. So no decisions yet on what's next. After a few duds in a row, a nice 4-star was great. Anyways, I don't have much else to say. Tomorrow I am going out to a cafe sort of thing, like this brunch place that's kind of known for being like Instagrammy. I'm going with my friend, and I'm definitely gonna get some videos. You know the deal at this point. No other updates in my life. See you at my next check-in. Bye. After I read the 2 suggestions that I originally put on my first poll, I really enjoyed just having some guidance from people on what I should read based on stuff I'm interested in currently reading. As you're seeing on screen, I put up either Rise to the Sun audiobook by Leah Johnson because I loved the You Should See Me to Crown book by her last year. It was either that or it was the Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. I had heard a lot of good things about Spoiler Alert, and I'd love to see that main character in romance. So y'all voted for Rest of the Sun. It was actually pretty close, which I was shocked. If I have time, I will definitely listen to Spoiler Alert before the month is out. So I started Rise of the Sun. I'm about 20% in, so I don't have much thoughts on it yet. I love that it's an ode to music and music festivals already so far, considering that some of my favorite times have been at concerts, and I've been through many concerts at this point. I really enjoy that aspect of it. So we'll see. 20% into that. Almost the end of the month, so we'll see how much more reading I get done. honestly, it's been a very successful reading vlog. Out of the 6 that I've done, this has been my best in terms of reading. That's pretty much everything. I don't think I'll have any more updates for y'all since it's Wednesday already and I need to turn around this video at some point. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a big fat like down below. Comment down your favorite read of the month so far, since we're almost done with that. Can you believe the month's almost over? Holy shit, I can't. I can tell you that I can't. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me. I hope to see you in my next video.